Good morning, trading world. It is November 28th, 2022, and this is my pre-market outlook and technical analysis for day trading the markets. There are some big landmines to navigate through on this week's calendar. Today is quiet with a balancing out of order flow from Friday's algo takeover. I shorted on Friday around noon in anticipation of a normalization of trade. In the 6 a.m. hour on Friday, we traded only 41,000 contracts. This morning at the 6 a.m. hour, we traded over 92,000 contracts. I was anticipating a down move to happen, but the biggest part of that down move will happen going into Tuesday. This will coincide with the data drops pre-market Tuesday. 8 a.m. the CPI report, 8:30 a.m. the monthly GDP, and then 9 a.m. the Case Shiller home price index. Today we get the obligatory overreaction correction from the algo hijack. Wednesday has its own list of data drops starting at 7 a.m. with the MBA Mortgage Apps. 8:15 a.m. the ADP Employment report. 8:30 a.m. corporate profits, GDP, international trade goods, retail inventories, wholesale inventories. 9:45 a.m. the Chicago PMI. 10 a.m. the JOLTS and pending home sales. 10:30 a.m. the EIA petroleum status. Then 1:30 p.m. Fed speak. These are just the reports that I think will move the market, but there are a host of other reports as well. Let's get to the key levels to watch for today. All right, here we are back with the key levels of today. Starting on the resistance side, we're going to have our jack resistance at the 399 to the 400 area. Queen resistance will be 401 to the 402 area, and then king resistance 403 to the 407 area. Excuse me. Now, on the support side, our jack support is going to be 398 to the 397 area. And then our queen support, 396 to the 395 area. Mind you, this is going to be really tough to break between this jack and queen support area today. And then we have our king support area, 394 to the 392 area. The main thesis for today is bearish, closing below the 402.33 with a projected target low of between 401 and 395. The alternate thesis is bullish, closing above the 402.33 with a projected target high of between 402 and 406. The weekly outlook is bullish biased, closing above the 402.33 with a possible retracement below 398. The current major channel we are in is 397 all the way to 416. The major channel below is 397 down to 379. We do have harmony between the technical side, which is bearish, and the quant side, which is also bearish. However, coming off of a day like Friday, we have a habit of overreacting then correcting before the next action. I am curious to see how big of a range we can create over the next 2 days. That brings us to the scenarios of the day. All right, here we are back with the first scenario, which is going to be our trend day down. We start, or we open gap down away from that previous close represented by the blue line. But we start with a rally, trying to take us back toward that previous close. We find resistance on or before that previous close, then begin the downtrend for the day. We usually find our midday chop around either the possible queen or king support. But I want to say that today is going to kind of be an irregular trend day down, if it is in fact a trend day down, because the gap is a large gap and it's going to take a more powerful and maybe even time-wise a lot longer to try to fill that gap this morning than it would on a normal trend day. So we could probably see a lot more up movement excuse me, the beginning of the day through the noon or lunchtime hour. So that is our trend day down, and the probabilities of our trend day down in our next scenario, which is our rounded reversal day, are pretty much the same. And let me bring up the next scenario. And our next scenario, or scenario number 2, is going to be our rounded reversal day type structure. We could get a continued push higher toward the jack or queen resistance area and find midday chop around either the queen or king resistance before going back down with the same energy or force we went up with the first part of the day. So this is our rounded reversal day type structure. All right, here we are with the last scenario, which is going to be our expanded range day structure. We could have an initial pop and chop sideways to find resistance once or twice before consolidating, then reversing and starting another down move. So, as I said, an initial pop and chop, and this could happen not once but twice before reaching the consolidation point and then starting another down move. So those are the scenarios that I will be preparing for today. It is pretty evenly matched as far as the different scenarios, and even in the last hour of this pre-market, the expanded range day structure is coming on and may even gain more ground as we get closer to the opening. So those are the scenarios for the day. I hope this helps. Again, I was looking for a big down move to take advantage of, which I did short on Friday. And I'm going to see if I can take profit from at least half of those positions, and then see if I can re-enter some positions later today if we get anywhere close to that 400-402 area by midday or late today. If I'm still in front of the computer, definitely will be adding to some positions short, because I say the biggest part of the down move will more than likely happen pre-market Tuesday. As always, your most important job as a trader is to protect the capital that you already have, and we do that by knowing and understanding the risk that we have on in each position, and we manage that risk in accordance to our account size. Again, today, as always, wishing you a positive trading day. Let's go out and make it a great one.